Did you know that Durk's lawyers had twice asked for his case to be dismissed? Lil Durk wishes to have his M for hire case dismissed, XXL stated. Lil Durk's lawyers moved the judge to dismiss the indictment against Chicago rapper Durk Banks at the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California on April 18th. To provide the grand jury with false evidence, Durk's legal team included song lyrics. As Quando was observed shouting no on the pavement at the crime site, Durk raps about hearing her son shouting no on the TV in the incredible Wayne and Jackie Boy song.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the site.
Durk's attorneys noted, in arguing for Mr. Banks's detention, the government has attempted to hold Mr. Banks responsible for video clips that YouTubers and Instagram users have edited, produced, and posted to social media, but with whom Mr. Banks has no affiliation. During this case's initial detention hearing, the defense contested the validity of paragraph 6 of the superseding indictment, which mentions lyrics from a recording artist, Babyface Ray's song featuring Mr. Banks.
Durk's team says Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy was recorded 7 months before this actually happened. And the specific version of the song that had audio from the news clipping actually overlaid onto the song is a fan edit, not the original song that Durk recorded and released. Basically, they're saying that the key evidence used to charge Durk were lyrics written and recorded 7 months before the incident even happened, and then an internet mashup that a fan edited and posted.
Durk recorded this song before Lil Pab ever passed away, as evidenced by the fact that the original project file was made and recorded using recording software that could show the recording date. Regretfully, YouTubers and streamers continue to be used by prosecutors to obtain evidence against Lil Durk. His assertion that Durk snitched on him by enumerating all of his offenses using his song titles and album names as a route map is an example of a viral clip that might surface from a DJ Academic stream.
2020 Von, 2021 his brother. 2022, the niggas who his brother, they get clapped. The two Von, at least a cousin of theirs get clapped. 2023, he drops an album, I'm almost healed. You ever think about that, Chad? It's like poetic. 2020, Von, 2021 his brother. 2022, get back for both those situations. 2023,
if that wasn't terrible enough, the prosecutors would next do the worst thing they could: distribute it. It would then be shared following a rolling 60s gang takeover in which Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others are imprisoned. Lawyers believe that Brick Baby, who was apprehended during the most recent gang takeover, will turn against F-rapper Lil Durk because of the timing of the 2 arrests, as the cops initially targeted Durk. Brick Baby's candid statement during a live stream 3 years ago that you can't say Durk never slid for King Vaughn because they got Lil Pab is again connected to the evidence that YouTubers and broadcasters provide, which is why Brick Baby is available for hiring. After Durk was arrested, Brick Baby was compelled to mention it in his earlier interview, creating the appearance that he was the one who alerted the federal government of Durk's existence. Occurred when he was broadcasting live.
But was this an attempted hit or?
Well, you can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
Like,
who died? You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But did you know that Brick Baby said something worse as well? The lyrics of the song Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, in which Lil Durk would rap, told me that they had an attorney and the address, and again connected it to Brick Baby. If pressed, Brickab says he would have given Quando Rondo's whereabouts since he is devoted to Lil Durk.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had to ask me, I probably would have been. If he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd accept it.
Right.
Durk's lawyers are putting up a fierce defense for their client, and Brick Baby is now in detention, so it's probable that the feds will eventually get them to turn on Durk. Did you realize, though, that Lil Durk's lawyers already had alternative ways to get their client out of jail? It begins with the news that rapper Lil Durk was attacked earlier this morning at the LA County Jail in his cell block. Although the rapper's condition is unknown, Durk's lawyers would probably argue that the county jail isn't doing anything to safeguard him, which would lead to a change of jails. Authorities must, however, ensure that all of their inmates are protected by keeping guards on duty around the clock in each cell block and by putting them in secure locations. What if I told you, though, that fans knew who had attacked Lil Durk, the Wando? Despite conducting separate interviews on the same day that Lil Durk was attacked inside a jail, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim both made the same statement and had their interviews made public on the same day, creating the appearance that it was a bizarre coincidence. Some, however, believe that is a strategy employed by the federal government to avoid going after Quando and Tim for seeking revenge on Durk, as Lil Tim said.
To know, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't know the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't know no disrespect to, like, his mama saying f***ing me like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Which ultimately caused Quando Rondo to share the same opinion, saying that he wished that the situation had been handled better.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like it could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
According to the latest report, over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio and video recordings, as well as surveillance footage, and 20,000 pages, are being processed for discovery as an F member named Jam allegedly supplied all of that evidence. Since the interviews were intentionally released on the same day that Durk was attacked by multiple individuals, it is clear that they were utilizing this as an alibi in case things went south. Regretfully, Lil Durk is already the target of his own gang members. The statement goes on to say, the feds think Lil Durk paid to deal with these two people. Stefan Mack dealt with Lil Durk's brother Defang first, followed by Jam, whose baby mum died after Lil Durk found out he had a wire around him. The feds believe Jam is the key to getting Durk arrested for all 3 felonies, since this Instagram live showed Jam grasping the top of his jacket and talking into it, and Lil Durk noticed that Jam was wearing a wire.
My whole dream team. I ain't gonna lie, feeling like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Look like back in the day. Oh, look, he took out.
Check on your man, I heard you got his head.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never having a dare. Architect. Having a dare. Schools had stuff down. All that woofing on the net, it got your man.
However, Lil Durk's Instagram post for Defang Aha, which he made around half an hour after the crime, and his Instagram story post of this clip make it much more obvious that Stefan Mack died.
You can't see other shit. What? Tweak on my phones. Hey, somebody always said slap car. Somebody always said slap car.
It's important to keep in mind that Lil Durk paid Jam $50,000 during this Instagram live, which is likely proof of their deaths.
Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him.
They want me to trick bro.
See that? For my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. No sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro.
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did off?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years. Yeah. So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
However, Instagram Live is important because the feds were able to investigate deeper and found that the people in the video's backdrop were the same people who were shopping at Icebox with King Vaughn jewelry, proving their close friendship.
Solitary stone. We just looked at him, man. Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. That's good.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man stepped in.
Thankfully, though, Durk's lawyers don't seem to care and instead make reference to his 2025 release date, prior to the release of his most recent album. It's best to be modest with your money, and if you can't afford 10 Maybachs, don't buy one, Lil Durk said.
We already came with a plan to be like feature one, album time. We're gonna do that prayer, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do everything in a way that's gonna be big. I ain't looking at nothing small no more. I wear this 5 days straight, we gonna pay. They're broke. I sell all this shit. I have one car. It's not that I can't get it. I'm not thinking back. If you can't buy 10 Maybach, don't buy it.
This resulted in an international discussion on anyone else feel like Durk's team releasing his best motivational moments, softer moments, and overall nice times is a way to package it to show the judge Durk's influence was always good. Even scholars would eventually agree, tweeting, "We're praying for Durk. By the way, he sent me word he would have Album of the Year." Consequently, an F-source stated, Durk Bradford Cohen, Kodak Black's attorney, stated, "I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks," in response to the news that Lil Durk had a chance to win the King Von and Quando Rondo vengeance case unless he testified against him. I believe they still have a lot of work to do to disprove the conspiracy against him. There's more going on behind the scenes, but the CD will be out soon. I just said, free Durk.
When it comes to Durk Banks, you know, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial, but like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, you know, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
After doing more study, that same lawyer was able to figure out when LOL Durk may be released next.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, you know, didn't actually guy, you know, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, you know, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him, that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.